Hello everyone and welcome to today's session. We are going to solve today a lead code problem that is not very tough, but it's a basic and a fundamental question that is very important to understand the concepts and important to understand the regular expressions of uh, pandas or Python, we can say. Now, what the problem says actually. Basically, the problem says that find the user with the valid email IDs. Uh, if you can think it of without going into the problem, what it will do. If you can see just a definition, or you can say the function definition, you can see that you should have something. You should have a database where the email IDs will be mentioned and name will be mentioned, or some unique primary key will be there. Now, in those, what you need to give, what you need to fetch all the information, all the correct email IDs. So what email IDs, how you can say that okay, this email ID is correct or not. So it should have some parameters, or it should have some rules. So for example, in general, if you can see, uh, basic email ID is something like uh, what something like Rohit at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so it contains a prefix and then the domain. So what is the domain? This is the domain. Okay, yeah. Now coming to the question. Question already said that it contains a column. It contains a table, and which contains three columns. So three columns are user ID, name, and mail ID, that I have already said. And so user ID is an integer, that is a primary key. Now we have to write a solution to find the user who have a valid email IDs. Now what is a valid email ID? Have prefix name and domain name. Okay, correct. Now prefix name is a string, may contains letter, and letter is in upper and lower case, which contains digit, correct, underscore, correct, period, correct, and uh, dash or something, that is also correct. Now the prefix must be start from a letter. The domain is @leetcode.com, and we need to return this table in any order. Okay, and this is a example of table that we have. It contains random data, random email IDs, which contains, so this email ID, as you can see, it's just a prefix. It doesn't contain any domain name. It's not a valid email ID. Now again, this is not a valid email ID because it contains yeah, it contains hashtag. So hashtag is not allowed in the email ID condition. So it is not a email ID, and this is also not a email ID because it starts with a dot. It starts with the dot. Now, coming to the problem, now come with solution. So how we going to approach this problem? So by approaching, what I mean is which column we need to target, which column, in which column we are going to do all the operation. So we are going to do all the operation in user table, okay, user column. Okay, so for that we are returning the value of this function, and inside this function we will be using our, okay, yeah, we will be using our user. We will be parsing the user. Inside user we will be having mail ID. Now we will parse the mail, yes, and okay, yes, and in this mail what we will do is, yes, so in this mail we can use the string function, string manipulation, tr. Okay, and in string manipulation we will be using a particular function. So we can use two function. We can use either the match function, or we can use a contain function. Okay, so currently we will use the contain function. Mhm. And in contain function, what this mail ID should contain, in this we will pass a regular expression. Okay, and always regular expression start with up arrow, and what we can say is this. We'll write what we will write: a to z in lower bound, capital A, capital Z in upper bound, and we need to check for one, uh, at least one of it. Okay, 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 yes. Now the other condition, that is a to z in lower bound, a to z in upper bound, 0 to 9 dot a and this. Okay. Now this is done. Now comes the second part, that is we need to find for the domain. Okay, so we will be including domain, and that is given as g not gmail, leetcode.com. Now it's done. Okay, so that is it. We don't have to do anything else. We can see that how it goes. Okay, so there is a problem in the statement, we can see, and what it says is, okay, sally.com. Sally is not a valid email ID or what? Sally is a valid email ID. Okay. What I have missed. I think I've messed with the order or something. Mm, okay. Did we use dot? Yes, we used dot. Okay, let's check again. Correct. Okay. Yes. Well done. So we have done it. What I was missing is we have to use this also, because in string manipulation we have to check each of the element as like different segments. So we have bifurcated it, and we have checked that whether it contain in that mail table or not, mail column or not. So it does that, and it returns us all the values of correct email IDs. So that is all. Uh, that is all from my end for this solution. We will check the another solution another time.